Good morning. Yes, you did, Elizabeth. You sure did. Good morning, Brenda. Brandy. I'm sorry, Brandy. Hi, Yvonne. And I didn't see the first few that came in. I didn't have my chat button pushed. Hi, Carrie Ann. I'm okay. I think I've just had a, well, I'll try to explain it in a little bit. I don't know what I've had. I don't know what I've had. It's not been good. Everybody else doing good? I know one thing, we're going to have to make a new spine for this book. It's huge. It's going to be huge. Good morning, Judith. Yes, honey. Well, I could use a few more days, but I don't want to. So I got to get back in the swing of things. But I've worked. I haven't really rested. I've worked. I got my packages all ready to mail, and I didn't get them out yesterday though, and I'm afraid that Melissa's, I don't know how long she's going to be at the farm, but I'm afraid that hers will miss her down there, and so I don't know whether to send them to New York or or where to send them because I did not get them out. I forgot them completely yesterday. Thank you, Lizzie. Thank you, honey. Hi, Cindy. How are you? I've I just got overwhelmed with projects. Part of it, I needed to clear some things up and get them off my desk, and so that I could concentrate on the next item and be able to go on. I was just had too much stuff going. And I'm one of these people that have to push through. Good morning, Teresa. Good morning, Tom. Elizabeth is on here. You want to come up and tell her thank you for the blanket? Okay. Yes, take care of business first. Yeah, I was on overload. Hi, Jennifer. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. Is this your first time here, Jennifer? He is a sweetie. Good morning, Katrine. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Stacy. It's nice to see everybody coming in. I'm always afraid, if I take off, that you guys find somebody else to watch. That's better. Oh my gosh. Girls, I'm a mess. I am just a mess. There's no two ways about it. I don't know if you've seen the picture on the video. Ooh, you're going to go back Monday? I'm glad. I know. I seen that. I was surprised. I was surprised. We have, I'm fixing to make a whole new cover for this book. And I guess you've seen the wallpaper I set, put up on that thing. All right, I'm glad you come to my house, Lizzie. I love for you to come and visit me. Here's my Tom. He's just got up, so he is sleepy. Yeah, I know it. She was right on there. You ready to give me a hug? Gotta have my hug.
I had to use the bathroom first.
I know. Well, Elizabeth's on there. You want to bend down there and tell her thank you for your blanket?
Thanks for my blankets,
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth.
He was so worried about who had sent him that blanket. And she says, "You are so welcome, Tom." He really loves it. It is on his bed. It is part of my living room now. Because his bed's in my living room. Judith said hi. Judith said hi. My big boy. He's got his Ninja Turtles on today. Yes. I'll tell you it. Hi, Sybil. Sybil said hi to you too. And Katrine said hi. They're all saying hi, Tom. He is a good kid. There is no doubt about it. Hi, Pearl. Yeah. She said you're looking good in them turtles.
Turtles sure do.
Yeah. He loves the Ninja Turtles, and superheroes, wrestlers. He thinks he has to have a matching shirt for all of his pajamas, but he's not matching now because we're having to put shorts on him for the night. Oh, are you starting to get rid of them, Teresa? They take over, don't they? And they grow fast. Okay, honey. They're leaving already. That sounds good, hon. Oh, I'll tell you, I thought I'd never get rid of mine. And I loved every one of them, and it was so hard to give them up. They each had their own personalities, and you'd love to be able to keep them, but oh my gosh. Does he like Spider-Man? Yeah. My little Carson, my great-grandson Carson, he had a stroke when he was 2, and they had to put a brace on his arm for a while, and they told him that was his Spider-Man arm, and that it would help him have superpowers. And he wore that thing and wore it and wore it. I mean, he was so proud of his Spider-Man hand. But luckily he's overcome everything except for a little bit of trouble with his gait. But but he was so young, 2 years old, and had a stroke. And they don't know why. that children that small have them. They have no clue. They checked for blood clots, they checked for everything, and they found nothing on him that, that would indicate a stroke. But his mother had Bell's palsy when she was carrying him. And she seems to think that it might be a little bit of a leftover gene or something in there. Hi, Jane. It was really scary, and he is such a beautiful boy, but he has lots of energy. That kid has more energy than I can handle. He's 5 now. He's 5, and he is a beautiful boy. Good morning, Paula. It's good to see you here. Thank you for coming. Am I blurring a little bit? Quit that phone. So, yeah, it was really scary. But he loves the superheroes, and he watches them all. Hi, Kim Marie. I'm glad you're watching. I'm going to show off the book here in just a minute. And if that autofocus would quit, it would help. But we're fixing to have some storms, according to the weather. And we need them. So if there's a little bouncing, I'm sorry. Because it's, hi, Ray. Morning, Tom. Tom, you need to smile, she said. Judah said you need to smile. He did, but he bent down. Look up at him and smile. His smile, there he is. That's about as much of a smile as you're going to get in the morning. I know you do. We'll do that in just a little bit. I've got some news, and I think it's going to be good news if we can work it out. Cindy said you're a sweetheart. And Paula said she loves the Ninja Turtles too. I love all of those hero books, or movies. I love all of them. Transformers is my favorite. Clara said hi. You're getting lots of highs. Oops, I dropped one. Someone may have to go out. Hi, Clara. Did you go down and eat some breakfast? And turn on the TV. And I will be down in just a little while. Okay? Cereal. Milk's in the fridge on the porch. Okay? I had to defrost my refrigerator again last night. I'll tell you what, I get so tired of that thing. And all it needs is for the line to be cleaned out in the back. That's all it needs. My son's so busy he can't come up here and do it. And, of course, there's no dollars for the repairman. So, anyway, I'm just going to jump in here. Girls, I had a little mini meltdown. Breakdown, I guess. And I do that sometimes after going through a lot of stress. All of a sudden it'll hit me. And I just become exhausted. And that's all in the world that was wrong. I was just exhausted. I was just tired. Needed to collect myself and get some things done that I had going on here. Which I've got them ready to go. I've had a lot of mailing to do. I had my flocker envelopes that I needed to do. Patricia has 2 boxes going to hers because I didn't quite have one that was, good morning, Cheryl. They were busy. I worked the whole time. And, but it done me good to get some of it done and some stuff put away, although you can't tell it by the back of me now. Yeah, I think I was just wore out from all the stress that I had gone through with Tom and that kind of thing, and he's doing so much better now that it just kind of hit me all at once that I just needed to drop out for a while. And so the one thing I did give up was coming on live because I so needed to get some of this caught up so that I felt like I could go on to something else. And yeah, I wasn't on Facebook much. I wasn't, I watched YouTube. I did do that or tried, but I swear every time I turned it on, I had somebody call or, uh, yeah, yeah, I was on overdrive, and I was just really, really, uh, just, just ready to draw. And the night I put that video up, I knew that I had gone my limit. And it was about 12:30 at night when I filmed that little thing, and I look horrible in it, and I will take that off. But anyway, I wanted you all to know what was going on, and that's why I posted a video that I just needed to come down, get myself organized, and feel like I could go back to doing the things I love. And that helps me. And actually working helps me. Just to sit down. I've sat in this craft room for, yesterday I think it was 6 hours, 7 hours. And yeah. But I was working on this journal, and I was putting signatures together. And the first thing I do is always put my first signature together to see what I can do with it. And this is what happened. This is our book. And this is one signature. One. And it's got a rubber band around it. That is one. It's got a rubber band holding it together. So girls, if I'm going to make this and use all of our stuff, and I want to, I'm going to have to make a new cover. I need about a 4-inch spine at least. Yes, it is going to be huge. And I love it. And I want to do it. I want all those images in there. I wanted it pictures and tucks and pretty stuff. And that's what's coming together. I think I can lift my whole front completely off of this one. And, of course, I won't discard this. I will go ahead and save it. But what I've done in it, I think I can lift off. And, well, yeah, I could do that. And I could put just two, I could put 2 signatures in here. But it will stand open. It's going to stand open probably about like that if I put 2 in here. Which I've made books like that before. I mean, there's... Yes, it is beautiful. And I can put another one in here and just do 2 and use up most of the images. Part of it is my signature, my back has rounded just a little bit, but I could put 2 in there. Okay. I'm going to show you this and see if you think that's okay to just do 2. We're going, some of my eyelash trim come off. That's not good. Okay. You know, we had this. This is our inside. And hi, Sherry or Cheryl. So this is our inside. So I started the first page out like a flyleaf. Hi, Tracy. So this would be the first page in the book, like this. Hi, Emma. So can you see that? So that's the way the book would open. And I really like that. I really like having the flyleaf, you know, match across. So here's what I did. I'm going to show you the pages and let you see what I've done. Now they are loose, so I'm going to lay them down so that you can see it, and we'll go through it together. Okay. Let's see if I can get you in frame. And down. All right. Can you see that? Okay. Well, there's no food. We got to go get it. Can you see it okay there? I hope. Good morning to everybody. Hi, Anita. Okay, good deal. Of course, you've got that front row seat. Okay, so this is our first page. And this is our woman. Yes, it's a Reader's Digest. This is the woman who's on the front. I will try to tilt it just a little bit so you can see them. I made a tuck with 3 images. Let me get them out here and I'll put them back in like I had them. The first one is this one. She's in the back pocket. So she goes right back here. And I have to kind of lift that up to get her in there, but it's all right because she'll go. I just lost my rubber band. I wondered what fell, but it was my rubber band. Ah! Okay, now put that. Okay, she goes there in the back. And then I had this beautiful piece. And this was cloth. So it's got some frayed edges. And it went in this second one right here. Okay, I got to hold that corner. Ah. Okay, and then this one was the third one. So when I said in the chat that I was mounting pictures, this is what I was doing, was putting them on cardstock and putting their borders and frames around them. And she goes in this one and she tucks right under that little decoration and goes right down in there. She's the highlight of all of the signatures. She's going to be one of the first pages in all 3 because she is our cover girl. So she is going to be the first image you see. Yeah, I really like the black lace on there. Okay, and then I decided I would put a little darker piece right here. And I used a little lace, blue lace trim on it. And I couldn't sew it. I wanted to sew, but my machine would not sew. It wouldn't cooperate with me. This is one of the clusters that was sent. So we just have a couple of blank pages then. And then we have this one. And this is an image that Brenda done for me. And this is an oval that she created. And I just put bling down the page. And then we have our music page with some leaf trim with a little tuck right here. Then we have our dictionary page, courtesy of Sybil. And this page, which is just really pretty. I put a few pages, I took a few things, I reorganized is what I did, so it would close a little bit better. And then on her echo dyeing page, I put a little tuck right here on the side. And it did have, and that may have been what fell, it did have an image that was tucked in it like that. And then we have this one. And again, this is from you girls. This stuff here. This is just clipped on the pocket, which is torn up the side. And then we have this image. Clear up. Bye, Kathy. You leaving already? Come on, clear up. This phone. Are you blurry, girls? Because I can't get it to clear up. Can you see this okay? There it went. Okay, I tucked this image just in the front of the pocket. And then I created this that was sent to me. And you open this up. And there's two images in this one. And it just folds back up and tucks. And then I used our little window that we made out of the napkins for the top of it, with another little button piece that Tracy sent. So that's what's in this pocket. Let me get that picture back out on top. Okay, and then I used some lace trim down the side of that one. And then here is our center layout. And I done her in purples. And this was just perfect for this. So I made a little tag with some purple ribbon on the top. And stained a doily and glittered it up. And then on this side, this was a tuck that was sent with an image, so I hung it there. And I just put a little of that purple ribbon down the side. And then on the back, we have this image, which is another little just paper clipped image. And on this side, hanging on the echo dye, I put this lace trim here. Boy, we keep fussing out. And the little doily. And it's just a clip too. Okay, and then on this side, I done another clip. And under it, it has two images, or two pieces. It has a piece of journaling paper and this girl. And she just tucks right underneath that blue card. And then we have this little image on the top, which was sent to me. And so she goes right there. And I kind of lift this up a little bit, tuck her down. And then there's the second part of it is going into this the same, you know, the paper will be the same. So we have this. We have our dictionary paper. And then we have this girl. And she looked like a singer to me. So I put her on the music sheet. Because she just give me, and I haven't put any lace on this part of it yet. But I found some more lace. I've got a lot of lace. So anyway, I just tuckered out and I just didn't get this part done. But I've got to have a little lace on her. But I thought she just looked like a singer, and I thought how beautiful that would be on that music sheet. Then you turn it over, and we have another little Folies tuck right here. And she's so pretty. So I tucked that in a little clip right there. And then I put the Folies tag, which was sent. And I absolutely love this tag. So it had to go in. And then on this side, I done another little tuck. And this side is reserved for a picture that we have this girl here with the black ribbon. And then we have the kitten that was sent underneath her. And then here we're going to have the woman with the kitten. And I haven't found her image yet. I know it's here. But that's where she goes right there, is on that page. So, and then we've got the back piece. And then we have this one. And I gilded the lily on this one. I just thought I think she's beautiful. If I had my way, this one would have been the one. But we voted on it. And I'm not unhappy with the blue lady. So don't take that wrong. But this is the one I wanted on the front. And I don't know. I just think she's beautiful. So anyway, I put her on the purple, but I put a black behind her, and then I put a gold border, and then some of the gold trim that Sybil sent. And then here we have another tuck with lace, because this is the piece I tried to sew on and it hurt it. Yes, she was perfect with the gold. I tried to sew on it and it ripped the page, so I just cut it off and made a tuck, and I put this image inside of it. And then on the back page, this is the last one, I made a bottom tuck out of a piece that was supposed to be, you know, a sheet in the book, but the images were not running right. So what I did is I just cut them off. I cut the bird off on the bottom, and he's under this tuck. Let me get this one out. Oh, it might have been glued a little bit. So we've got the bird down at the bottom, and then we have this beautiful image stuck right there. And then on this one, I made a flip. I took the darker paper and I created this image inside of it. So it's just a foot cover, just something different. And she goes right there in that pocket. And then the back side is blue with a little lace trim up the side. And that's our first one, other than a little bit of lace. I can leave it in this book. I can put 2. I'll not be able to use all the clusters and things that you all sent, because as you can see, that one was full. It's very full. But I have another piece of the black that can cover the back of the signature, and it will be done in a in a blue, I think. Is what I had in mind. I have it rolled up here somewhere with the papers. No, that's the green one. What have I done with it? Whoop! I hit my desk. So, what have I done with that signature? I moved it back here. Okay. Oh, I have it in this paper. But I have, here's the piece for the back. So we have the fly leaf on the back that matches the back cover. So it would be like this, and that would lay down, and that would actually be stuck to this. And then I thought I might use an image on the front of it. And then I've got pretty much the same papers that I had in the other one. Music sheet, which needs to be stained. This image, which is beautiful. And then that's the only one I've stuck in it, but the paper is all pretty much the same. Here's the blue, which I could put on the outside. And I do like that. And I'm thinking about doing that and switching these two around. So this would be here, and this would be here over that sheet, and this would be here. So it would look like this in the center. You think that looks okay? Because I do not have another piece of this. I've looked. I thought I did. I thought I had two of them. And I'm not done looking yet because I may have two of these. Because these are glossy. This is not. But anyway, that would be... here is an envelope. And did my envelope show up in here? Did I forget my envelope? Okay, the envelope's gone. That's what's missing. I knew something was missing. It's supposed to go right in here. Okay, it's supposed to go right in here. We have an envelope that has some pockets. It's supposed to go right here. Yeah, I don't know what I've done with it. But I have so many more beautiful tags and things to use that I don't know where to stop. I don't know where to go. I have another, this is the sheet that I used for the inside cover that I put the pocket on, which I dearly loved. So I want to do that. I'll have to find my envelope. I have a printed envelope that is like this sheet here for the inside. I think there's going to be a volume 2 because it's just, I have too many beautiful things that I want to put in it. I do want to see if I can find this paper. And here is another little creation of... I don't remember who sent this to me, and I'm sorry that I don't. But I had to trim the tags in order to get it, to be able to tuck it in the book. And then I took it out because it was so heavy. But each one of these little pockets that had been created has now got an image on it. So we have two girls together here having a good time. Then we have this woman and this woman. I haven't got them fully decorated yet, but we have that group of women. This is like a little keepsake book, and then the tags are in the top. And let's see. Wait a minute. What else is in there? No, that's just the pocket. Okay. The tags are in the top. There's actually a pocket on both sides. So it could go like that. And then there's this image. And this image. And then I put this image in the pocket. And then I put this card on the back. So that's one of the little pockets, and I would like to do another one of these. So, whoever made this, if you could tell me how you did it, I would love to make another one of these for the second signature, so I could have one in each signature. I don't know. It's got photo frames already on it. So I really don't know. I think it must be, because it looks like it looks like an accordion fold. But anyway, I just think it turned out beautiful. It works so well with all these little images, and I have so many more little images that I would like to put in the book. And this could tuck right in here or right in here with this one. You know, this could be put back in the book. So I'm going to go through it one more time for those that are like coming in. If you didn't see it, I want y'all to see it. And I think 2 signatures is all I'll be able to get in this book, or I have to make a new spine to put at least 3 or 4 in it. which I could put 4 in one. I have 4 images of each girl. So here we go. We're going to go back through it one more time, and you tell me what you think. This is our first page, and it will go together like this to form a fly leaf. Thank you, honey. So, and it has black lace on it. And then, oh, I didn't cover this image, and this is the first image in the book, and I do have another one of those. So we can put that in the second one. So it can go right there. And then there's the rose paper. And that's where our image is. And this is paper that Sybil sent me. And this is a little butterfly that I took off of one of the tucks she sent. And it has a little tuck right here that can come out. And will if it's... So that's on there. I don't think I showed you that the last time. And then this, she's in the first pocket. Okay, she goes right back in there. And then we have our Eiffel Tower. That one goes behind her. And then we have this image. And she's matted on 2 different sheets. And grunged up. And as you can see, I tried to sew her, and this is what happened. So I've got to put a back on this to cover this up because it's horrible. But it just absolutely would not sew. It just balled my thread up and broke my thread, and I don't know what's wrong with it. Probably need a new needle because I've sewn with that so many times. Okay, here's our next sheet. And I've left it blank. Although I do have lots of tags and tucks still to go in. Clear up. Again. You silly thing. Doesn't like plain paper. And then we have this one. And I made this tuck out of an oval that Brenda sent me. And this is one of the images she sent me. And, whoa! Quit that. Man. It doesn't like the bling. It has bling on the side. Then I have my music sheet with the leaf trim and a rose tuck on it. And the dictionary sheet. And this will be where the, right in here, right in here, one of those, here will be where the envelope is. And then I have this page. And then we have the eco dyeing that is so beautiful, Sybil. I want to eco dye with you. I said echo, but eco is what I meant to say. Then I have a little tuck on it that was sent. And this little image. I did have another lady in it, but it apparently fell out. Then on this side, we have
Do you need to put the other sheet over it, or do you just need to do the Paw Patrol blanket?
just the Paw Patrol. We have this tag, which is really pretty, and I've just clipped it on. Then we have this image of them wading in the water. And then we have this one, which is our tuck spot. And in it, we have this image over here. She's very pretty. And then we have this one. This woman is bathing. So I folded that in and folded that over and then just clipped it there. And so it goes right back there. And then this is our napkin envelope window, our window here that we made. And this is a little cluster that Tracy made.
Well, what do you want to do with the extra sheet that's over the Paw
And then we
Patrol
have
blankets?
this beautiful white trim down the side that's so delicate and so pretty. And then here is our center sheet. On this side we have a little image that is on a paper clip of the Folies women. And I've got it hooked right underneath that ribbon. And then here we have a little tuck, and just went perfectly with this purple page. So I put it right there on a purple clip. And I haven't got any jewels on it or anything. And then just a little piece of ribbon up the side of that. Then on this side, and this is where I start needing some laces because I kind of played out. On this side we have a little, another little clip. And this was sent to me. And isn't it pretty? So, that one is...
What do you want to do with the extra
hang
sheet that's
on.
over the Paw Patrol?
I don't want it. I don't want one over the Paw Patrol. You just leave that extra sheet off.
Just leave the extra sheet off
Mhm.
now?
And I just slid it between those flowers. And it hooked. And then this one, I believe this was sent by Clara. Don't see a name on it, but then this is on the beautiful eco dyeing that Sybil did with some beautiful lace that she sent. Look at this trim. It's beautiful. So anyway, that is that page. Then when we turn it over, we have another little tuck spot. I'm going to just get it over here. This is on the back side of the Eco Die. And this was sent to me. And then under it, I have two pieces. I have this one that Brenda sent. And this page, which is just a separate page, that is for journaling. And that just tucks right under there. And then I have this picture here of two girls having a conversation on the top. The other side of the music sheet, or the bird sheet, the dictionary. And then here I need some lace, but I thought this woman looked like the singer, so I put her on the music sheet that has been sprayed with some inks. Bless you, Tom. And then I have a Folies girl here tucked into this clip. And then I have this big Folies tag on this side. And this is, I inked this paper up and with some blue that I had to give it some of that color that we wanted. And then on this side, I made another tuck out of a tag that was sent. And that woman is really pretty. And under her, we have the kitten tag that was sent. And on this page, we're going to have here the woman with the kitten, that she's holding the kitten, will go here. And it's got the little pretty blue lace trim on it again. And then this is our, what I call the Gilded Lily. I may call her that, the Gilded Lily. Anyway, I just thought she was beautiful, and I wanted to put some gold around her because she was all, you know, the image, the black was the background. So I put the gold trim on here. Sybil sent me those, the corners. And she also sent me this gold embossed sheet. So I cut that for a frame around her. Then I cut a black glossy mat behind her. And Sybil also sent this gold stuff, and it's beautiful. Oh my God, Sybil, that piece is beautiful. I used a lot of your stuff in this one, Sybil. And then I found this trim, and I just put it down the side to give her some diamond look. And then on this side, we have a tuck. And this is out of the white sheet. And I put this image in it. And I put it on some dark paper. But I used some antique looking lace here. And 2 layers of lace here, that pieces of, you know, that I had left. And let them come over each other. And she just fits perfectly in that pocket. And then in this one, we have this image. And then in this one, we have this pocket that I want to make another one. And this is a photo pocket. And it was made for me. And here's the image that's in the first one. And then 2 images on the inside with a tag. And then this image. And this image. And another tag. And then on this side, there is this woman. And on this side, and I could have double images on those. And on this side, we have the music card. Then this is our flip out. And of course I used a cluster on it that was sent to me with a feather. And then here's some more of that pretty uh, triangled bottom lace. And this sheet has 2 pieces on it because on this side I wanted some lace because this is the outside of the signature, and so I put this kind of lace on it. And most of the pages are grunged a little bit or inked. I've lost a string off a tag. See this, I'm losing bits and pieces of it here, girls. Got to get them back together. Anyway, my question was, do you think I should just pull it down to 2 signatures and call it good? Or should I make a bigger spine? Which I can do. 2 signatures will make it a fatty patty, but this is a beautiful cover. And I did find this. Two and good. Okay. Well, if I make another one, and I have enough images to make another one, if I make another one, it will probably be out of this, because I love this piece of paper and it looks like the Folies. And this would be the trim on the bottom of the book. And it would just dangle and hang and make pretty music. Like the 30s. I can have, yeah, I mean, I've got so many images that I can just keep going. I have another tag here that I've made and another one here that I've made. These don't have any images on them. They're just pretty tags. This does. I altered this one, so whoever sent this to me, I altered it to go in this journal because I could not, the way it was made, it was beautiful, but it would not go down into a tuck. So I had to alter it a little bit, but I still love the image. And I've got enough to make 2 or 3 journals. I really do, girls. And I love them all. And I thank you so much. But I think we can put 2 in this. It will be puffy. It's going to be puffy. But, you know, I've made them puffy before. That's kind of my signature. It's to have the big whopping, the big whopping stuff, you know? And the frills and the lace and the fatty patties. That's kind of my signature to have. Everything I seem to make gets those. So, and I wanted this to be an image book. I wanted it to be about the women. I wanted it to be not necessarily. Volume 2 could be the Gilded Lily. Yeah. And so anyway, this is okay. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make 2 signatures and send it to Kara. Thank you, honey. Yeah, I really didn't want to tear this up. I was trying to figure out a way to do it without tearing it up. So I was actually fixing to make a whole new one if I had to. And good morning, Spanky. You just missed the walkthrough of our first signature. And she's a beauty. Yeah. Well, you were in timeout so much the other day. But anyway, we just done a walkthrough of the first signature, and that's one signature, babe, except for these long papers here. That's one signature. So it's going to be fat. It's going to be fat. And I hope that the other one's curled up in there. Oh, no. My string fell off. That's not good. that goes into there. My glue didn't hold, and that was E6000 that put that on. So anyway, I'll have to put that back in. But anyway, I'm going to just do 2 signatures and stop then. And that's going to be hard to get that off because it's on pearls and everything. So, okay. I have a tutorial. Let me move this stuff. I have something to show you that I learned, and I liked it a lot, and it was a thin pocket. Now, I'm not gonna, I don't think I'm gonna make it completely, but I will show you the pocket completely, and it's made with a 12-inch sheet. Except it was supposed to be double-sided, so I have to cut mine differently than what she did. But it's a lot like the pocket that I made on the inside of this book with the 3-pocket tuck, except that she used lace and stuff on hers to create it. I need a double-sided sheet. I really need a double-sided sheet. Let me see if I can find a double-sided sheet. Ah, there's my kitten image. There she is. So, yes, she's going to go in next to the kitten tag. Put that back there. Let me find a double-sided piece of paper.
Mama, what we're going to put on the living room walls on there, Mom?
Oh, we'll use one of these.
Mama, what we're going to put on the living room walls on there?
No, we won't, because these are not double-sided. They're just turned together.
Mom, what was we going to put over my living room walls on there, Mom?
Paint. Tom. Paint. Okay. Here we go. Found one. Okay. On this pocket, and as you can see, this paper is coordinated. So, let me put my camera back down again, and I'm going to show you this pocket because I really like it. And this was from Gail Agostinelli. I'm going to take a guess on her name. And you want to cut this paper 5 inches wide and 12 inches long. Just like that. Now she had a scoring tool, which I do not have. I don't have a scoreboard. So, I just have to kind of guess. But I'm pretty good at guessing measurements, so, or I could, you know, be exact and worry about it, but, you know, I'm not like that either. So, what she did was, okay, say you wanted this for your inside of your pocket or the top of your pocket. She come up about 4 inches. And she folded it, just like that, which makes a really long pocket back here. This was called the long pocket. Okay? And then she took a piece off the page again, and she cut it. I want the stripes going the same way, so I've got to cut it this way. She cut it at about 2 inches. And I hope that will make that stripe go the same way. No, it did not. But that's all right. We're going to have a little herringbone style here. So anyway, this went down on the bottom and made the 3rd section of the pocket. So I need to cut it at 5 inches. And this went right across there. Now hers came in on the sides. She cut hers in right here. She cut her pocket so that it would fold in. So hers came in like a 1/2 inch here and a 1/2 inch here, and those were cut on an angle. So we just cut a little angle out, and this was cut on an angle like that. And then the bottom was, and the bottom was, and those folded in about 1/2 inch, and the 1/2 inch here, and then a 1/2 inch on the bottom. And that come up here and then this folded under a 1/2 inch. This is so you can glue it. This folded under a 1/2 inch. If I can get it to fold right there, we'll fold it down. And this folded over that 1/2 inch. So now you've got a tuck that is raised up off of the page just a little bit. Okay? I didn't need the 1/2 inch folded here. Just come up here. Like that. And then this was done the same way with a fold 1/2 inch in and a 1/2 inch in and the 1/2 inch on the bottom. So that's your trifold long pocket. And then on each of those, she put some lace trim. But she took bigger pieces of lace. Like she had some like this. Now hers were, this is pretty modern looking, so I wouldn't put this on mine. But she had lace that looked like this, and she covered these pockets like this one would have been covered, and this bottom one would have been covered. But now on mine, I wouldn't do that because this is modern trim. So I would do something more like use a little of this if I was going to do anything, and I would put a piece here.
I can just lay the Paw Patrol blanket over my bed.
Okay, honey. And I would use a piece up here.
I didn't know what to do with the extra sheet though.
Okay? That's how I would make it, and that's all there is to it. And this is just a folded piece. But look what a nice pocket it makes. And it's away from it. And if you make this out of vintage paper, you can put lace on the outside edge. You know, you could lay some lace all the way around it on the outside edge. That's not a really good piece to demonstrate with because it doesn't have a good edge. But you could have it come out around it like this and like this. And it stayed really thin. The way her images were in it and stuff, it stayed really thin. Even though it had the extra tuck space, when you pick it up, it's a fairly thin pocket. because it's made out of regular paper instead of cardstock. So it makes a really thin pocket in your journal. And I thought y'all might like that. And it was fairly simple to make. It's 5 inches. And then like 4 inches. I don't know if I got that at 4 or not, but I got it at 5. So I went up 5 inches and cut a little slit and angled the corners so it would turn, and angled the corners here so you have a nice edge here. And then turned it up, and then turned these flaps, and you would angle these. I didn't do that, but you would angle this and angle that and angle up here and angle up here, and then they won't show on the top. So that's your glue spot. So it's a nice little pocket. And I really enjoyed watching her make them. I thought they looked cool. This one I would turn in. She rounded the corners on hers. They looked really nice rounded. My rounder will not do that. I've got a little rounding punch, but it is oh so bad. Oh so bad. But you can keep this going now. Here's the second trick. She went down here on the bottom, and I don't have any lace that I would put on this, but I'm going to use this sheet right here, and I'm going to cut about a 1/2 inch piece. And you lay this across the bottom with some of your bling, just like that. And then you have, give me a tuck card here. And then you have a 4th tuck with just a little strip of scrap paper. You can make it a belly band like that, or you can put it down at the bottom, put the bling on it, or the lace. So then you've got a tuck here, a tuck here, a tuck here, and a tuck back behind it for an extra long card, and or like extra long tag or book sheet or whatever. And it is so simple to make. It's just 2 little pieces of paper. Well, they're not real little. That's 12 by 12 sheet.
Aye.
But still, it's, for making pockets, it takes a lot of paper to make a pocket. So I really like that one. The other one I like is the corner tuck that I've been doing. And I'm sure you've seen them in books before. Okay, I'm going to take this piece of paper right here, because this is about the size of a book sheet. Okay. I want to make a corner tuck. So what I do is I start about as high as I want it, and I make a little clip kind of on an angle like that, and then I start tearing down, and I tear towards the bottom at an angle like that, and there's my corner tuck. That's my corner pocket. You see that? And the nice thing about them is you can put a lot in them, including another pocket. You've still got this pocket. You've still got this pocket. You've still got that pocket. And they go from the edge of the book to the corner of the inside of the book to the outside. So they're big pockets. And if you want to do one on the other side, you've got it already made. You just have to ease off on the corner a little bit right there because that was a little too long. But there's your next corner pocket. You can turn it this way and do it from the other side. Like that. Except it would be, you know, you'd have to cut it off shorter. So anyway, that's how I make my corner tucks. And I used to cut them. I don't cut them any longer. It's easier to do them that way to me, and I like the way they look. And if you want to grunge this, it gives you a really, I call it grunging. It's inking, and I should stop that, but find my ink here. It's over here. Tommy, I'm doing a live stream. Do not come up here.
Hmm?
Don't touch me.
Do what, Mom?
So you just take your ink and just flip it right around that side.
Oh, I am not.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Don't start. Did you eat? Did you?
Yes.
Okay. And then there's the top of it inked. Simple, simple. But really effective. And they look good with book pages. They look good with, you know, you can take a book page and do it that way. And they just look awesome. And, of course, then you know about doing the corner triangle on the doilies. And then, of course, we can still always do these as a pocket and put an image behind them. Let me find something here that would go behind there. Yeah, I don't really have anything, but I'll put that back there. And you can see whatever you put back behind there. And that's our napkins that we done. And they're just glued to the back side of an opening. You want to mark a heart in the middle of the card. You have to start here. This one was already punched out. There's a lot of ephemera packs that have the punch out cards. But I cut a lot of hearts. And you all know how to cut hearts, I'm sure. But anyway, you want to start, you'll just start up above your paper and come out around.
Don't know what to do with that.
And of course, cut it off there. And there you have a heart window, and you can put a napkin or anything behind it. It doesn't have to be a napkin. It can be something as simple as that. And again, you've made a pretty pocket. So, that's pretty much my tutorials for today, girls. And now I have some announcements. Big announcements. Big announcement. My shirt's too big for me. That's one of them. So if you see me tucking and pulling, it's because it's way too big for me. Yay, yay. My announcement. Tomorrow, I'm going to have a special guest on my live stream. And we are going to play with the jelly plate. So, I, hope you all come because I've never done this before. And, yeah, but the thing of it is I film off of a camera on my phone. So I've got to figure out how I am going to be able to hook my camera up on the ceiling where y'all can see what we're doing. Not telling. Not telling. But anyway, my camera tripod, I'm going to turn you. I'm rotating the device. Hi, did you see that? Did you see that? It has movable legs that will twist. So, if I can put you up enough or down enough, then, is it making you sick yet? Because I've got to have you at this angle. So I've got to figure out how to do that. Okay, slowly I will move you back down and turn you around. I'm rotating the device, it says. There you go. Now we're back upright. Pigeons have a nice ride. I know. Sue has quit coming. I don't know what's going on with her. She hasn't come in for quite a while. Of course, I haven't been on in quite a while. So, that may be the reason. But anyway, I had all these tucks and tags and pockets and stuff on in my brain, and I thought, we could just go over them. And of course, I was doing them for this book. Can't believe my string pulled off of there. But you can just put lace inside that little heart. You can just do anything you want. Melissa, hello, honey. I have some bad news, and I hope it's not bad news. I mean, well, it's not good news, but it's not bad news. I didn't make it to the mailbox yesterday. How long are you going to be at the farm? Mama B. I can't call her that. I'm older than she is. I was hoping I would see you today. Yeah, I'm older than she is. I can't call her Mama. She has to call me Mama. Okay, until the 28th. Okay, so there's plenty of time, though, if I mail tomorrow or today, that it would get to you. That's what I was worried about. She's my friend Melissa. And I love her. I do. Yeah, that's what I figured, that because she has a ranch everywhere. I watch several painters, and she's in there. She's in there moderating. So I think that's awesome. How are you doing today, Spanky? Seeing the girls was at Lainey. Hello. Tracy, I don't know if I said hi to you. Hello. There's 34 in here, so I know. Emily. There's my Emily. You didn't sleep? That's not good. That's not good. You need to call the Social Security Disability. Girl, I'm telling you. You need to get on it. Get on it. Hi, Shirley. How are you? I'm glad to see you. I'm telling you, this is awesome. I've 34 people in here this morning, and I haven't really got a whole lot to do than to keep showing my book, because that's what I've been working on. I have just set in. Uh, I want to do it. I'm ready to do it. I've got it. I've got it going. I'm happy with it. Uh, I had plans on making like 4 signatures for this book, but it's just not going to hold them. There's just no way. So I've got to, back off of that. All right. Yes, it is looking good. It's just, good. I'd show it again if there's a bunch in here that hadn't seen it. Oh, is that right? What do you think of Tuesday morning? I haven't been to a Tuesday morning yet, so. He didn't find anything. He was in hell. I need to go. There is one in Springfield, but I have not been. I thought Tuesday morning, until I started crafting, I had no idea that Tuesday morning carried anything like this. I thought they were just clothing and that kind of stuff. Purses, accessories. Yeah, well, mine's nothing till the 1st. That sucks. Yeah. So if there's any more pockets or anything y'all can think of that you would like me to try, I mean, we can figure something out, I'm sure. I need to do some envelopes and figure them out. I've been watching some envelope tutorials. Yeah, I know, isn't it funny? And then all of a sudden you find out they've got crafting supplies and all this other stuff. Oh, wow, Jane, that sounds like fun. Yeah, well, I'd been to Joanne's several times, so I knew that, and I had gotten flyers from them, but yes, I need to make more tutorials on the envelopes. The basic envelope is so easy to make. It just has to be a square. I was watching. Okay, I tore my paper up. I was watching a woman who was making a long envelope tutorial. And I do think that I have some more of those that I'm just going to put in the book, and since I'm not going to use them, I could. Let's see where they're at. Where are they? Well, here. It's just copy paper, but it is my watermarked. Oh, that blurred it. Anyway, she was making a long envelope. And I don't just exactly know how she made it. But I'm going to, we'll just give it a whirl. We'll see if we can do it. Of course, this is going to be a figuring out, camera down. This is going to be a figuring out for us all because I am not sure. But first off, we got to figure out is how we're going to put these ends in. Mm-hmm. That's first off. Well, what if we just cut a 1/2 inch here and a 1/2 inch here? Corner off that in an angle. Fold that in a 1/2 inch. Corner this one off. Fold that in. We might figure out something. And then do a 1/2 inch here. I didn't get that side folded just as good. We'll try that. Fold that down. And a 1/2 inch here.
Oh, I didn't know what to do with the extra sheet.
Angle. 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 Fold over. I'm not sure we wouldn't cut this one off. I'm going to say that we would cut this one out because you don't need that bulk. And cut this one out. And turn that up. And I didn't cut that straight. Nor is it folded straight. Okay. I think that just went right back where it was.
What did you want me to do with the extra sheet that's over the blanket, Mom?
I don't take it off of the blanket. Okay, let's straighten that side out just a little bit. Because that's straight. And then maybe come off at a little rounded edge here. And a little rounded edge here. And turn it down. Put my hand down in there so it'll straighten up, because I don't like white paper. So, there's our envelope. A long one. And if you don't want these sides closed, you don't have to glue them. So there you can make a side pocket, and a side pocket, right there. You've got two side tucks if you want them. If you don't, you would glue them shut.
Mama, where you want to put the extra sheet?
And if you wanted a top pocket, you would make a cut in it here to about there. You want to leave a little bit, cut a little V out of it there, and a little V out of it here. And then your pocket is away from your center. Cut this, and you have a top pocket that would fold over.
Mom, what do you want
So if
to
you
do
wanted,
with
you
the
could
extra
even
sheet?
have a side pocket and a top pocket. So that was not too hard to do. But now I've got that V cut out of it, but it was just fold in a 1/2 inch, trim this off to it, round out the top from a 1/2 inch over, stick it down here. Now, you would glue it on the outside edge. Let me find my stick glue.
Mama, Where you
Done
put
with
the
it.
extra sheet that's
It's
on
under the
top
book
of
here
blanket
somewhere.
on.
Okay. No, if you want a side pocket, you would just leave that, and you would just seal it down here and here. And actually, you would seal, if you want to do the top pocket, you would seal more. You go down farther. Turn that down. That seals your envelope. And then you would cut it right across here.
Oh no, what do you do with the extra sheet?
Because this unfolds right to the top of the envelope. So I didn't leave a space in there. And even if you did, then you could cut it here, leaving a little on the edge. And you could have a top tuck, a side tuck, on each sheet. That would make, this would be a double page layout, like this. What, honey?
So what do we do with the extra sheet that's on the wall, laying on the wall?
Take it off. Fold it up. Put it away.
Hold up there with the sheet going.
So, I don't think envelopes are too hard to figure out. Here's a piece of deli paper that I was spraying on. Isn't it pretty? To make the deli envelopes, you pull them over. Put that on the outside. You fold them over. Then over to this edge. Give yourself about a 1/2 inch. Glue that down. Here, we'll just do that. You know I don't measure. I'll just glue. As long as you don't get it on the outside sheet. Fold it over to about a 1/2 inch. And you can bring that to the center. Like that. And again, cut a 1/2 inch slit down here. And a 1/2 inch here. Whoops. I'm going to corner that and cut this off at that 1/2 inch mark. Stand up there. Cut that. Cut that. Angle that. Put some glue right on there. Whoops. Get off there. Put some glue on here. Let's trim that up just a little bit. Fold that up. There's the bottom of your bag. And you've got your bag made. You can cut it down, make it smaller. You can fold it over. You know, real deep. You can make it double in your book. Again, put a slit in this side. This side's glued. Leave this side as a side tuck. And this is just spray ink. Just spray ink. And I put some glitter in it. And this is homemade. So I've got a board down here. That's what I sprayed my doily on, and it did leave an imprint, a little bit of the doily, which was kind of pretty, but of course then I sprayed some more and it it come off. But anyway, and that's the way you make all those kind of bags. If you want to make one with a gusset, you have to have a fold in here. So you would, in this area right here, you would make a fold. Let me get it down here. Right down here at the bottom, you would make a fold. And you would come all the way up with it. You get it straight. Okay. There's our fold. Right here. You go all the way to the bottom. And then you do that on the other side. You would open it up here. And you tuck that in. However big you want your gusset to be. You straighten it out. And then you tuck that corner in. Because I don't want to cut it off yet. Because you actually are going to square the bottom of this bag. So you kind of tuck that in a little bit. You don't have to be perfect. Okay. And then you're going to fold that up to the top. And straighten your bottom out. Which this does not want to cooperate with me this morning. Or my hands don't want. And it makes it a thinner bag. Like that. But it makes it really wide. Like this. Because you've made a gusset in it. And then this bottom, you would bring half of it up. Like that. And that's the bottom of your bag. With those tucked in there. So there's your pocket bottom, and then you can put it out, and then it's like a brown paper sack. And will open up and sit if you fold them even on the inside. So there it is. It's blowing in the wind, but there's your gusseted bag. Used to make purses, Melissa. It's just like, that's just the way you do the bottom of a purse. Is you tuck it in and you cut that off, and then you sew that line together to make a gusseted purse. So it's so the bottom looks like that. And that's all there is to making the bottom of a gusseted purse, is to tuck that in. And if this wasn't, if this was material, I could show you the inside and how it looks. Because to do it, you cut it at an odd angle. But you can just fold them in on paper. Just fold it in and make sure your things are together. And make sure you've got some sharp creases and they're together, and it will stand up. So if you've got something you're having trouble wrapping and you need a bag for it, you can make a bag just like that. This is long enough to actually hold this heat tool. And you didn't see that go all the way in. But see, it's long enough to hold that heat tool. And then you just bring it up, and instead of buying the expensive bags, make them things. Staple it at the top, turn it over and staple it at the top, and you've made a gift bag. What, honey? Put it in the dirty clothes, Tom. And please quit worrying about it. I don't want your blanket covered up. He's all upset over this sheet being on his blanket. He wanted it off his blanket. So that's that style of bag. And like I said, it's pretty simple. The bottom doesn't look too good when you fold it down that way without, you know, but I've folded this now two different ways. So anyway, you can cut it here in the bottom and do it. You know, if you left this open, it would probably be easier to do it because you could fold those in. Ours was glued shut, so that's but that's how you do that. Regular envelopes. Yes, put it in the dirty clothes, Tom.
Brown and white sheet.
Yes. I have this fish sheet here. On a regular envelope, girls, no matter what size you want to make it, you make sure your paper is square. We did this the other day. We're going to do it again real quick. Make sure your paper is square. And then you're going to fold to the center. I leave about 1/8 of an inch away from the fold line. And then to the center. So it looks like this. Then you turn this up and fold it down. Elizabeth has got some really good tutorials on making the little triangle tuck here that you can tuck this point into. I do not know how to do that, so I'm not going to, you know, act like I do. And then you turn this one down here. And there's your envelope. You can cut off this edge here if you want to glue. You can just nip this little edge off. Tom did. He did get his Happy Meal from Elizabeth, and that's what we're having worries with today because he has an extra sheet on his bed and he don't know what to do with it because he wants that blanket on there. So anyway, you can trim them down. And then you've got a little cleaner fold right there. He did. He is just excited to no end about that. But what a pretty envelope this fish paper made. I will keep that because I am sure that I'll have something for my son at some time or another that I'll want to give him. And I can do it right there in that envelope. Yes, he got a Paw Patrol blanket. And he is so excited over it. It has all 4 of the dogs on it. Lizzie bought him a blanket. Bought him a blanket. A Paw Patrol blanket. Yes, it is so cool. And that's what he was looking for the other day when he got upset. It was not Gloria's gift. It was just that he thought his big package was going to come because she said she was sending him a big package. So that's the reason why he got so upset. But, you know, I got upset because I want him to know you don't act that way no matter what you get. You know, no matter what you get, you don't act that way. So anyway, that's the envelope that I know how to make. And we just made a long one, which I was surprised I could make. But it's a lot like this. And I'm sure there's other styles. You can take this, like I said, just however big you can handle your hands can fold. It can be as tiny as it can be. And I bet you thought I was going to do that one. I'm not. I'm going to do this one. I'm going to turn it over here and make a square just by cutting it up the sides. And then I'm going to go my 1/4 inch from the line. Right there. Not 1/4 inch, 1/8 of an inch from the line. Melissa, you need these for your little tiny journals. And 1/8 of an inch from that line. And then fold that up. Whoop, it's not folding straight. Fold that up. And fold that down. And there you have a little tiny envelope that you can use. You can tuck a little piece of bling. You can tuck something like that. You can tuck a little piece of bling. You can tuck a little note in it. Close it up with a little glue. You can make another little heart, which I do quite often. Make a little tiny heart. Yeah, it didn't quite have enough curve on it. And you can tuck that little heart down in there and send a Valentine that small. And I have even gone down smaller when I'm playing at night. Sometimes I sit and just fold paper. Okay, I'm going to go to my center. And then I'm going to go back to my center. And try to get those 2 points to meet. I'm going to fold that end up. It's a little harder to make these line up real true when they're this tiny. And then fold it down here. And there's another little tiny envelope. And you can just keep going down as far as your fingers can fold them. So we have this size, and that size, and then we've got the great big one. I need a drink of my coffee. And so, girls, if there's anybody left in here that hasn't seen the book, do you want to see it one more time before I you're on your second bucket. You want to see the book? The signature? Okay. I'm just going to take it out. But I've made it so that my signature, that I actually have a fly leaf. So it's the same as the front of the book. So this is the first part of it. And on the first part, I have this pretty card, and it says, sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. And then this page has this pretty copper trim on it. It's kind of velvety. And this is roses. And this is our first pocket. And on this pocket, it has a tuck here with a little butterfly here, which could be another little tuck because it's only hooked down in the bottom. So like this little tiny envelope could be stuck right under there, and you'd have another little surprise tuck. This is our cover girl. She's in the first pocket. And then we have Eiffel Tower. And then we have this woman here. And those are all part of our Folies girls. And this is one of those pockets, kind of like she made, except that I didn't make mine go all the way to the top of the page. So this is a 3-pocket pocket. And then this goes down in there, and this goes behind that trim and then down. The second page, I do not have an image on. I do have some tags that I'm going to put on here. This one, I have a little oval and some bling. And then I have this image tucked into that oval, like a frame. And then here I have the trim, that leaf trim in the blue. And on this page, I just done a little rose tuck. This is our dictionary paper. And here is just a pretty sheet. This is the eco dyeing that Sybil sent. And on this page, I put a little tuck on the side and then put in an image. And Melissa, that's some of her eco dyeing. Beautiful, beautiful stuff.
What do you want
Beautiful
to use
stuff.
shaving cream on my
We'll
face
have to
more?
get some, Tom. Would you please hush and go down and watch your cartoons until I'm done? Okay?
Have to get some more.
Yes, we'll have to get some. You're just chatty, chatty, chatty today. And then this is the second pocket in the book. And it has just a card tucked on it. This is my corner tuck that I was telling you that I like to make. Pretty lace trim all the way up the side. And that just hooks over the top of the pocket. And then I have this little image in the bottom in the corner. So it goes right down in here. And then this one is our little pocket. And this is a money folder. And you pop it out. And there are these two images on there.
I don't know what kind of cartoons do you want to turn on.
And then it folds back into that. And then here's our window. And I haven't tucked anything behind that. I'm thinking about an image, but I don't know whether I will or not. But anyway, that's our little window tuck. And it's glued down. So then on this side, this is the center of our signature. And on this one, she was really purple. Hi, Linda. She was really purple. So I did a purple doily behind her. I did a little pink and black card tuck up here. And I'm not going to take it off. It's wanting to stick. And then here, this was sent to me And yeah, it had a name on it, I think. But anyway, I love that with the little feather. And so I just tucked it on that little purple clip with the trim here. Use the same trim up the side, and then of course she's on purple too, and a little black. Then here I have another card, and it is a Folies woman. Come on, clear up a little. Clear up.
Mom, which cartoons do you turn on TV?
I don't know if it ever cleared up or not. Huh?
Which cartoons do you turn on?
Well, you know what? I don't care what cartoons you watch. You know that. And then here's the other side of her eagle. And on this one, I put a little card that has a doily on it. It's really pretty. And I just clipped it on, and I put this pretty lace down the side of it in that antique color. And then on this side of it, whoops, put the card back in. On this side of it, I clipped another one. And on it, it has an image of a woman. And then here, I have this image. And then just a journaling spot. And I just tucked those under that. And then on the top, I have this image of these two women. And that goes right here. And then I have this bird page. Now here we get to where I don't have all of my lace done. But this woman looked to me like she would be a singer. I don't know why. But she just said singer to me. So I put her on some inked music paper. And I've got a little lace trim to put up this side in pink. So that whole page will be pink. Then on this side of it, I have this tuck, and it is another Folies girl. And here, I have the Folies card. And again, I need some trim on that one. And here, I have this beautiful image with the black bow. And then under it has the kitten card that everyone loved so much, and I did too. So it's under there. And then this woman will be right here with her kitten. Of course, she'll be mounted. So it goes along with the kitten card over here. And then this is the page that has the pretty blue lace. And it's coming apart, coming loose right there. So I've missed a spot gluing it. And this is the one that I said that I gilded the lily on. She is on purple cardstock with black cardboard behind her, then an embossed gold piece around her with the gold edging up. I have to wait till I see it pop or move. And, come on. I'm telling you, it's white and bling. It doesn't like white or bling. Okay, I'm going to try to get that image to come in. There it did. Isn't she gorgeous? So pretty. And then on the bottom pocket, there is a little bird that she sewed over. So she goes right in that little tuck. And then this is a tuck that one of the girls sent, and I don't remember which one, because at this point I have poured everything out into one box so I could see it all. Instead of going through envelope after envelope. So in the front pocket, I have this image. Makes me think they've been in gym class or something. And I can put an image on the back side too. Then on the inside, I have this lovely woman. And these three lovely women having a fun day at the beach. And then there's two tags in the top pocket. And that's where my other one come out. So there's another one out of it now. I'll have to fix that. Okay, and then I have this lovely woman. And then this one. And in this pocket, I have this woman. I love her eyes, and I love that hat. And then on the back, I put a music card, which I really liked. So that's the second one. Now the third one, and this is just made out of paper. There's nothing fancy about this pocket. It's just made out of paper, a piece of paper that I had. I made this tuck, and I put this beautiful tag that I think Melissa made me. And it is just a piece of paper. It opens up to this beautiful girl right here. And I don't know why I wanted to cover her, except that I liked the looks of this, and I loved that when you opened it, you got this surprise. So that goes back here. And this page has double lace. It has this triangle shaped lace on this side. And then when you turn it over, because it's the back of the signature, it has this lace right here. So that is the first signature in our book. And it's chunky, and it's big, and it's going to be beautiful sewn in. This is the second one that I've got laid out, basically pretty much the same way as the other one. I thought that I would again showcase the girl on the front, because she is our showcase. And then again, I have the image here to go on the back, so it looks, the paper looks the same on the back as it does on the front. And so that's the second one laid out. This is the first one, and it's going to be chunky and beautiful, and I've got some things now to put back together like this, because it's come loose, and find all the place for these little strings and tucks, and maybe the envelopes that I've made. It did turn out really pretty. And that's the way I wanted it. I wanted it just chock full of images of women, because I call this book The Folies of Women, and you all know why. They're beautiful, they're young, they're free, and then they get married. And their world changes. It's not always for the worse. Like I said, I was married 36 years, and it was wonderful. So this is for Kara's auction. This is for Kara's auction. This is her book. So I hope that it's loved, and I hope that she makes a lot off of it. I don't know that she will, but we'll see. Uh, you know, I think it's going to be a beautiful journal. And, you know, it doesn't have a lot of journal spots, but I just love the idea of it. I love the idea. I love the images. I think they're really awesome. And then we have a beautiful tag to go on this side. And I took it off because I didn't want to keep mangling it around. But, you know, Kathy made us a beautiful tag. And I don't see it right now, Kathy, because I laid it so that I wouldn't handle it every time I went through my lace. Yes, I do. Right here. This is the tag that Kathy, or the tassel that your chicken is going in the second one. And this one, this is the tag that she made, and it's absolutely gorgeous with roses all the way up. And so I've got to make a hole here in the spine, which I can do, and it'll go right there on the spine. And it's kind of long. I may have to do a little trimming, but yes, it's very pretty. She left it a little longer because she wasn't sure, you know, how long to make it. So that's... And Emily, your tassel is on its way to Melissa for her auction. And I left it long because it was too pretty to cut. So, because I would have had to cut it down to, you know, about like that. So I left it long, and it is on its way to New York for Melissa's auction. So, thank you, girls. I really enjoyed. Hi, Carla. Oh my gosh, honey, and I've showed the book 3 times. Well, yes, it's going to North Carolina, and then we'll probably stay there. Why, are you going to auction it for North Carolina, honey? You know, it was not hard to do. There's so many beautiful things to put in. That was the hardest part, was making a decision about what will go in and what won't. Okay, I didn't think so. So it'll go to and then back to New York. Okay. I got some little bits and pieces that held out. I have sat here and made a few little envelopes that I may add to my little corner tucks and tuck pockets, which will be fun because I can put a little surprise in each one of those. I have these beautiful jewels, which I am going to use in the book that had been sent to me. So I've got to decide which page I want them on. I've got a couple of pages that I haven't put any lace on yet, and I haven't done really a lot of bling bling on, so this is probably where these will go. Yes. And then on one of the pockets, we're going to put this little dib of lace. Oh, I love that brooch, Spanky. And if you need a Victorian image, honey, I have some. Brenda sent me a bunch. And I love her for it. She's so awesome. I have 2 images of this girl. You know, she's our prime, she is our cover girl. So I have this one that could go in the second pocket, or I can showcase her with this. So, what do you think? I think this one really showcases her. And then I'll have this one left over. She is very pretty. Very pretty. And what I used for my black background, girls, is the background off of your, do not throw them away, off of your doilies. Yeah, I really like the way this one turned out. And I think that may be from Melissa too. I don't know. I just pulled out of the box what I thought would look good on it. And I was looking at the color, you know, to go with her. And then I had this trim that was sent to me, which was so awesome, which went right along with it. And I used a dark background and cardstock on the back. And I haven't put any color on the back of it yet, but that is your cluster, isn't it? So, anyway, and then I have some things like this that will lay nicely on some of the pages once I get it done. So this one I'm just going to put aside, and this is the one we're going to showcase in the second one. So I will put her in here, because she'll go right in there. So, we've got, that's my work for the next day or two. Actually, I made all that signature yesterday. No. Or did I? I took 2 days off. Yes, I worked on my packages and then worked about an hour getting the paper out. And then yesterday I worked about 7 hours on that signature. Just trying to decide, you know, cut them all down, trying to decide what to put on it and that kind of stuff. So, girls, I've been on 2 hours and 19 minutes and I'm hungry. I haven't had any breakfast. My blood sugar has been going crazy on me. I just had a little, I think just a little drop off. I'm going to come back up so you can see me. I think I just had a little drop off with my emotions after all the stuff we've gone through with Tom, and he's doing so much better. He's talking more. It's kind of nonstop right now. That's okay because he quit talking. So I am tickled that he's back at it, even though it sometimes gets to me. But I think I just had a drop-off. You know, I just, then, you know, kind of the collapse after the stress. I work through it. I don't go to bed I mean, I go to bed and take a nap, but I don't go to bed with my stress. I work my stress off. So that's why I needed the time, because I wanted to get some things done and I wanted to just gather my thoughts together. And a lot of times I do that when I'm working. It kind of lets me zone into my own space and my own thoughts, and without any interruptions, because it's rare that Tommy does come up here. This is my spot. And so here I can find a little solitude. He does, he is very good, but, you know, but anyway, if you're talking about my Tom, if you're not, I'll agree anyway. So, I think that's what happened. So, quit worrying about me, because I'm all right. I was very exhausted. I will tell you that I was just so exhausted that I really didn't want to talk. I didn't really want to visit. That's why I didn't go on Facebook more. I just didn't want to be interactive with anybody at that time. And but I'm pleased, and I did have my room cleaned up, and now it's a teetotal wreck again, and that's okay, because I kind of like making explosions around me. and then having to clean them up. Today I went through the drawer to find this trim, and somewhere, some piece of this has got to be in there. At least one picture has to have this in there. Yeah, it is just, there's just time when you just need to zone into your own thoughts in your head and work all that out. And I do that. I hold a lot of emotions in, although you girls have helped me handle this for a long time now, and I appreciate it. I appreciate everything you've done, everything you've said, your thoughts, your prayers. Oh my gosh, girls. I don't know that I could have made it this long. Now that he's okay, though, I can just let that go. And it was like, at first, it was like this big weight off my shoulders. And then it was like my body just said, now rest. Now stop. Stop worrying. Stop fussing. Stop, just stop. Well, I can't just stop. I can't stand to stay in the bed all day. It hurts me. So this was my stopping point, to just not be on, to work on what I wanted to work on, to get done what I wanted to do. Although yesterday I got into a conversation with somebody, and I can't remember who. It could have been my guest, but I'm not going to tell you who that is, so I don't really remember. I love you too, Melissa. And so much. You just don't know how much, girl. Oh my gosh. Honey, I just feel like you're a sister or something. I really do. And but anyway, I got into a conversation with several people actually yesterday, kind of coming back out of my shell. And then I come up here, and I forgot to mail my boxes. So that's why I was worried about Melissa coming in, because I wanted to make sure she was going to be up there for them to be delivered. And they're going out in about an hour. They're going to be going to, Carla, you sure can, honey. I'll adopt you, honey. I've got kids all over everywhere. I like strays. That's a joke, Carla. That was a joke. Bye, Judith. I love you, hon. Yeah, there you go. When I get to calling you sis or sissy, you'll know that you've already been adopted. Because that's what I use for my girls. So anyway, I'm going to go off here and go down and get me something to eat, and check my blood sugar. Girls, while Tommy was ill, it went completely out of whack. I am back on metformin twice a day. I am back on 2 shots of insulin a day, and my blood sugar has still been running at 250 or above. So that was another big worry. And hopefully it'll come down and I can get back off of it. And I think that was part of what was causing me to have problems. And I know that it has caused me to have problems with my vision. I couldn't even see chat the other day when I was on the computer on large screen. So I checked my blood sugar and it was 259. So it like scared me to death. And yeah, I think it was just, well, it was the cake. There is no doubt about that. People leave me that kind of stuff knowing I shouldn't have it and knowing I will eat it. It finally got ants in it. I set it over on the cabinet to put it in another bowl. I put it in the other bowl, put the lid on it. It was not a tight lid, but I put it in another bowl with a Corningware bowl. And no, I don't want to be in over 200. I was at 589 when they found mine, and it was a wonder I was alive. My stomach hemorrhaged in the skin. I bruised all over. And I bruised from my belly button all the way around my back. Thankfully, it was letting it out somewhere, I guess. And I don't know why I didn't have a complete collapse. I knew I couldn't see. And my brother-in-law, who's a doctor, says that's because it causes your retinas to go into an oval shape. So Brenda, be careful with that, honey. Try to get off of that. Try to get it back under control, because our vision is a lot more important than well, my fasting blood sugar has been good, but now I've gone through this spell of stress and all this stuff going on. I had a 6 on my A1C, and my blood sugar was running at about 109. So I was down to a normal level, and now I've blown it back up again. So I'm not happy. Not happy with myself. But if cake is here, I will eat it. And they left me a full wedding cake. And I tried to give it away, and they wouldn't come and get it. And so Tom and I both ate way too much cake, and finally I let the ants get in it, and last night I threw away at least 1/2 of the bottom layer of the cake. It's gone. So don't have to worry about it anymore. It's gone. So anyway, I'm hungry, girls, so I'm going to go downstairs. I love you. I love you, but I got to go eat. Mwah. No more cakes. I will stay off the cakes. I'm back on my dark chocolate, though. Dark chocolate, you can have 2 ounces of dark chocolate daily, even when you're diabetic, and it will not raise your blood sugar. I love you all. I love you so much, Melissa. And girls, you're so much fun, and I'm so glad to be back. And I can't wait. Oh, Gail, there's my girl, Gail. I'm so sorry, honey. I'm so sorry. I'm leaving a little bit early because I didn't eat breakfast this morning, and I got to have the dark chocolate. Yeah, you have to get the dark chocolate. And at the dollar store, they have the dark chocolate in bars for $1 a bar. And they're the big ones. So, and they are good, really good. And oh, I'm sorry, Gail. I put it on Facebook, honey, and I didn't think about it. I just put it on Facebook and then come up here and went to working and didn't do any more than that. Other than I did set it up, and it should have sent out some notifications that I was live at this time. And if it didn't, it makes me mad. So, well, see, there you go. I don't go on it sometimes too, and I miss out. Yeah. Well, I got up at 5:30 and then got up at 7:30 and decided I'd stay up. So, and I got company coming. Oh, honey, I love you. It's nobody's fault. It just happens. You know, it just happens. So, I got to go down. I've got to go and get me something to eat before I start trembling, because I can feel my blood sugar going down, and I'm ready. And oh, Brenda, thank you for lurking, honey. I love you. And I love your images. I'm using them. I am using them. Yeah, I know. I know how that is. So I have to do that too. Bye, everybody. I've got to go. I love you. I love you. I love you. See y'all later.